Hey, me again. Today we're talking about Workscript. Did also talk to you about this before. And if you remember, I brought in my example of a Workscript I did and pass it around. So I'm just going to talk through that again, give you a little bit of a foundation for your assignment moving forward. The work script. So the reason that's important is that's going to be the director's script that's printed out. They have them in hand, and they're organized in such a way that you can keep track of ideas, analysis, things like that, character objectives, and blocking ideas as well as design ideas. This is important because for you as a director, it's helpful to have all those things organized in one place that you can refer back to. And it's also helpful for you communicating to your team where you say, okay, this is what it's looking like on paper. They could look at cues, things like that. And obviously, sometimes that's different when you have a full production professional team where they're perhaps putting together their own prompt books and things like that. But for you, it's helpful. Once again, we're kind of taking this, it's a Katie Mitchell approach as well as one of my professors at BYU. Adam Houghton. I couldn't think of his last name. Adam Houghton. This is his approach that I've adopted that I'm going to share with you again. So I'll just talk you through it a little bit. And if you remember what I showed you last time, I unfortunately left my work script on my desk at American Fork School. So I'm just going to talk you through it and hopefully it jogs your memory about when you were looking through it as well. So it's helpful in this way if you print out your script and then you actually hole punch it on the opposite side of what you're used to. So then when you're flipping it, you'll see the script on the left of the page and then the back of the next page to your right. So then you can use that page to take notes on and things like that. Then you take it and you mark out your beats. So you draw a line across the script, the script page and the blank page, and then you title that beat. The title should be clear and concise, where it just gives an idea of what is happening in that beat. So it could be, if it's Zoo Story, it could be Fight on the Bench. It could be Dog Story, anything like that. And you label the beat 1, beat 2, things like that. That is helpful in the rehearsal process where you can say, hey guys, we're going to work beat 1. So not only is it an organized way where you can communicate very quickly, this is what we're working, but it also helps you to know where these are where the objectives are the same and there hasn't been a shift yet. So you can work it as its own little piece with its own little build. And then you combine all those together and you get a big piece. So that's why beats are helpful. And you have to do that for this assignment. You have your own little mini work script due next time. So I'm having you list out those beats with the titles. And then also on that blank page, separate it into 3 columns. The far left column, that's going to be any of your big ideas. So those are any things that come up where you're like, oh, this conversation is highlighting the existentialism of the characters. Or through this scene, this theme really comes across. So those are big ideas that can help guide maybe the direction you want to take there. The middle column, for each beat, you list out the character objectives. So each character has an objective. Just a reminder, every objective needs to go through the other character. It's not just this character wants a granola bar. It's this character wants the other character to give them their granola bar. Very driven through the other person. Third column, this is the far right. That is going to be any of your blocking ideas and any of your design ideas. So maybe a cue here, things like that. The cues aren't quite as applicable here, where I don't expect you to have lighting design. You could have some sound cues or whatever, but you don't have to. But that side could be just important blocking things that needs to happen. Such and such character crosses right, things like that. It's also helpful as you write it out to write the character the capital letter of the character's first name with a circle around it. That way, each time you don't have to write out Laura or Tom or things like that. You can just do it really quickly. Color coding also helps with cues, things like that. So that's the expectation moving forward. Obviously, if you can print out your script and format it in this way, that would be lovely, and I think it would be very helpful for you. I recognize that not everyone has access to a printer, however, so if not, just organize it concisely in a clear way in a Google Doc or a Word doc or things like that, and upload it. So you'll just categorize it. You'll say okay, blocking ideas, things like that, character objectives, and make it clear for what beat it is. As you separate out the beats, what you need to do is you need to say beat one, then the first line and the last line of that beat, as well as the title. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know once again if you have any questions. That will be due next time, and this is getting us a good foundation for moving forward. Work scripts are exciting. Work scripts are fun, and if it's really organized, it can be a great tool for you. Before I finish, I just want to share a fun story. Just maybe if you guys need a fun story. I got all my wedding pictures back, and my mom had the picture of our family on the computer. And my little nephew, his name is Hudson. He's 3. He's adorable. Mind you, once again, my wedding was like a month ago, so this is not long ago. But Hudson came up to my mom and said, "Grandma, I love that picture." My mom's like, "Yeah, I love it too." And he goes, "No, I look so good with that shirt and that tie and those pants. Oh, I just look so good." She's like, "You do look good." And he goes, "How old was I when I was a little man in that picture?" She's trying to explain to him this was like a month ago, and then he was 3, and he goes, "No, I wasn't 3. I was a little man." Anyways, I thought that was really cute. Thought I'd share just in case you needed a fun story. Keep working, keep in contact with me. Good luck. Talk to you guys later.